Spacey Sims, and we are back with more of the amazing Shinsengumi, and we are at 14% likability, so I pulled up the guide, after I finished recording the last part, and I looked and I was like, yeah, we only did like 2 things right in the first chapter, so like, I think so far for the choices in the second chapter, I did good, but the first one we were so bad. But on the ones where there were 3 choices, there was one you get no points, there was one where you get points, and there's one where you get negative points. And at least I picked the ones where you get no points versus negative points, but I don't know. So anyway, we're just going to keep going. I don't have the guide. I figure we won't. I will try to just see what ending we get, and then, you know, we'll use the guide to get the other ending, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, after the fact. Choose the other choices. I'm assuming if we at least get enough points to get, say, the best ending. I think there is there a bad ending? I don't remember. There might be 3 endings. I'm not sure. There's a guide on Steam that just tells you point-wise. And then there's a bunch of them how to get all the endings for each route. So, and there's no like secret one in this, so like Ichikata is not a route, which is just fucking weird, but alright, okay, anyway. So we'll just see what happens, and if we get good ending, bad ending, best ending, I don't know. So, anyway. I felt Hajime's presence as I arrived at the well. I threw a bucket in and grabbed onto the rope. I put all my body weight into pulling the rope. I felt something from behind my back. Hajime had also grabbed the rope from behind me. Hajime? He silently pulled the rope. The heavy water bucket came up smoothly. Don't worry about me. Even though he told me that, he wrapped himself around me. Any girl would feel a little worried at that. It's embarrassing. Someone might get the wrong idea. Because then we're not saying we're embarrassed by it. Because I'm not embarrassed by this. I'd be like, someone might think some shit. If one of the soldiers sees us, they might get the wrong idea. What do you mean? He doesn't even have a romantic thought in his head. I took the bucket and tossed it into the well one more time. Do you need any more? Yes? Hajime quickly stood next to me. After thinking about it, my heart began to pound vigorously. I was worried Hajime might notice my increased heart rate as I pulled the bucket up. You're really strong. The bucket's full already. I am a man, after all. Is he blushing? Nice. He gave a short answer, but his cheeks looked a little rosy. I was happy being so close to him and noticing the small changes in his face. I wonder why, girl. I was a little doubtful and tilted my head. I looked up at Hajime's face. We finished getting the water, and Hajime looked down at me. Our eyes met. You helped me a lot, Hajime. Thank you so much. Don't worry about it. Giving short replies might have been one of his characteristics. Still, I felt very distant from him. If we're going to live together, I want to get along with him as best I can. Yeah, this is not going to be, it's not going to go well with me making the decisions here, girl, because I'm not good at this. Thinking that, I tried talking to Hajime. It was hard getting water when I was at my old house as well. I see. Well, I expected that kind of reply. I was a little sad that he answered with such a simple reply, but feel free to rely on me anytime. Huh? I looked up after hearing his unexpected words. What is it? Nothing. Maybe he followed me so he could help me out? After thinking about how modest and kind Hajime was, my chest became noisy again. Did I say something strange? I quickly shook my head and stared deeply at Hajime's face. Hajime silently looked back at me, and it looked like he smiled. Just a little bit. I felt like I knew him a little better. Later, on another day, I was asked to buy some ingredients for dinner and went out into town. I guess this is all the stuff I need. I checked that I had everything. I stopped walking as I saw light rushing through the sky. Was that lightning? I looked up and saw the clouds spreading. Then golden flashes of lightning came down. A few seconds later, I heard the thunderous sound shake the earth. I have to get home quickly. However... Assuming that's rain. It started raining before I could get back to the base. The heavy rain fell onto Kyoto. I need to find shelter from the rain. I protected the food from the rain. I found something to stand under and waited. It looks like light rain. I'm sure it'll pass soon. I closed my eyes and listened to the intense rain and violent thunder. It's light rain, but there's violent... But she just... It looks like light rain. Listen to the intense rain. Really, game? Good fucking lord. Can't even keep 2 sentences in order. I started thinking about Hajime. Wait, why am I thinking about Hajime? I thought it was strange and everything became dark before my eyes. Oh, here you are. Huh? Hajime? What is it? Nothing. Nothing at all. I see. He closed his umbrella and came under the narrow overhang with me. I was so surprised. I was just thinking about him, too. Oh, look at that. We get a CG of him dripping wet. Not soaked enough, but, you know, good enough. It's fine. I came to get you, but we don't have to wait until the rain... Oh, but why don't we wait until the rain stops a little? Even with an umbrella, we'll get wet in this heavy rain. Is he being considerate of me? Hajime really is a nice person. Thinking that, my cheeks started to rise up. It looked like I was jealous of something. Embarrassed, I put my hand over my mouth. Bird. Oh. It looked like Hajime realized something. Sorry for not realizing. Before I could ask him what, he took out a hand towel from his chest pocket. He wiped the raindrops falling down my face. Huh? You're so wet. It looked like he was trying to dry my body. I was embarrassed. He'd go that far for me? It's okay. You don't have to do this. How come? Well, I feel bad for you. Oh, I see. Does he, though? He stopped, and I touched my chest in relief. I want to do it, so please don't worry about me. He doesn't get it. Hajime started wiping my body again. I became a little shy. He took my wet hand and carefully wiped it. He shook the sleeve of my kimono gracefully as well. I can't believe I'm letting a man do this to me. I should have been more forward with him when I told him to stop. I couldn't refuse Hajime's kindness. I didn't care what the reason was. I was glad he was touching my body. This is like, okay, can you make up your mind, game? It was just a light rain. I stood there watching the intense rain. Oh my god, I can't let him touch me like this. I should have told him no. I actually really like that he's doing this. Could you just keep on a track? Because you're flipping so fucking much. It's ridiculous. The gymnastics this game is going through to switch. Like, it's a light rain, it's a heavy rain. I hate this, I love it. Like, good lord. Does it tickle? I'm fine. He moved his towel onto my neck. It continued downward and started going toward my chest. You pervert! Not the right answer. Come on, there's no way that's right. You don't have to do... I'm assuming wipe me here is like, wait, you don't have to do that. Like, no, you don't have to do that. You don't have to wipe me there. I panicked and screamed. Hajime was taken aback and his face turned red. I'm so sorry. Even if it was raining, we were near a busy street. If someone saw us, rumors would spread overnight about the Shinsengumi. No, about you being a hoe. It's not my fault. I'm sorry about that. I heard Hajime apologize in shame. His voice could calm anyone down. I took a deep breath and looked up at him. I'm really, truly sorry. Even his neck was red as he apologized again with his fleeting voice. No, I think I went a little overboard too. I'm over it. Let's just forget about it. Okay. The awkward mood continued. I wanted rain to end soon. The rain to end soon? Okay. Ugh, even here. Huh? Stand still for a moment. Hajime wiped my lower lip with his finger, and it became wet with rainwater. What's wrong? He may not have thought it was a strange place to touch, but the feeling of him touching my lips lingered. Couldn't help but think about it. I mean, I feel like... no, we don't need to save right now. Chapter 3, please. You're so wet. The next chapter, please. I mean, game, chapters, phrasing. Holy shit. They do it on purpose. They're like, hey, we're going to make these titles sound like really, really bad. Hold on. Oh my god. Alright. It happened little by little over time, but I finally got used to being with the Shinsengumi. I was too embarrassed to look at Hajime for a while. We became awkwardly distant. I felt refreshed and more open about my feelings. I soon felt unrest during the peaceful days at the base. I could feel the tense air around the base. I couldn't relax. Is something going to happen? Then again, I was just a freeloader. There was nothing I could do anyway. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Is Hajime in his room? Yeah, I think he's there. Got it. Thanks for telling me. By the way, you gotten used to living here, haven't you? Do you think so? Maybe I'll be mistaken for a Shinsengumi soldier someday. What are you talking about? There's no way that would happen. Rude. Oh. Yeah, you're right. Shinpachi, you wanted to see me? I turned around after hearing those words. Hajime was walking down the hallway. Even though he went out late last night and didn't return until morning, he's already up. You're up early today, as usual. Were you able to get some rest? Yeah. Hajime nodded and grinned slightly. When I saw his face, I knew he wasn't lying. Still, he was pushing himself too hard. I was worried he might collapse at any moment. Shinpachi, let's talk over here. Alright, see ya! Bye. Quietly watch them leave, ask them if they need anything. Ask them if they need anything? Shall I bring you some tea? Hajime stopped walking and turned around. No, we're fine, thank you. I mean, not saying anything might have been better for him, but I feel like offering, like, did you want me to bring you anything? No, you're cool. Okay, is the polite thing to do? Just the normal, like, hostess thing? Or, like, you know, we live here, we're mooching. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, like, so, I don't know if it was the right choice for him, but just feels like the right one in general, so. You haven't slept much either, right? It takes some time to relax. Even if he said that, I couldn't be the only one taking a break. I watched them leave and went to do my chores. I noticed the fatigue on both Hajime's and Shinpachi's faces. Tonight, I'll make something nutritious for them. I cleaned up and did my chores. Before long, there was an uproar at the front gate. Did the patrol group just come back? The number of soldiers patrolling Kyoto had risen quite a bit. They patrolled day and night. The people of Kyoto weren't happy about it, and I'd heard rumors there was trouble afoot. Thinking that, my chest started to hurt. I couldn't help being gloomy as well. I want the base to at least be fun and lively. Good work today! I tried my best to greet the soldiers cheerfully. If you need anything, feel free to tell me. Then again, I can only do chores. Okay, could you wash this for me? Sure. Oh, can you take this too? I seriously broke a sweat. Okay. I'm fine with just your smile, Spacey. Stop grabbing my hand when you say those things. Sanosuke talked to me regularly. Each time, before I knew it, he was always touching me. He's such a whore, I love it. Huh? You figured it out? Of course, jeez. Yeet! Suddenly, someone pulled my shoulders back. My body shook and was now slanted. Hajime, like, marking his territory, like, don't touch my housemate. I looked behind me. Hajime was standing there. Hajime? What's wrong? Nothing. Hajime looked away and was being evasive. I wonder what's wrong. He's jealous. Love it. It's kind of funny. He's always very straightforward, but he usually says how he feels. Looks like you lost, Sanosuke. Shinpachi came a little later, and for some reason had a playful smile on his face. I wondered what he meant, but Hajime suddenly opened his mouth. I saw that Miss Sims was in trouble. What are you talking about? I wasn't causing you trouble, right? Sanosuke grabbed my hand one more time. Spacey's hands feel so soft. I love it. What are you saying? Let go of me. Sanosuke, Hajime separated our hands. She clearly doesn't like it when you do that. She's just being shy, right, Spacey? Sanosuke stretched out his hand once again. It's so funny because she is like, you're like, he's just a whore. He flirts with everybody. It's fine. Like, I don't take him seriously. But she's like, oh my god, don't touch me. You pervert. Like, it's just so funny. I mean, yes, you'd be that way with certain people. Certain people like, please don't touch me. It's creepy and weird. But, like, I just get it with him. He just freaking, like, does it to everybody. And you're like, I'm just not concerned about it, you know? Shinpachi was watching and grabbed Sanosuke by the back of the neck. Well then, we'll be on our way. Wait, you mean me too? Who else would I be talking about? Hajime's tired, so let him rest, okay? Shinpachi dragged Sanosuke away and returned to his room. Good work today. I suddenly realized all the other soldiers had left and Hajime and I were alone. We're alone. It's quiet, isn't it? I believe it was rather rowdy until a few seconds ago. I was about to smile at his sarcastic words. Sanosuke sure is trouble. I'm glad he worries about me, though. That's true. But his feelings for you are... I waited for him to finish after he stopped talking. What about his feelings? No, it's nothing. Hajime huddled his big body. I was sure that meant he didn't want me to ask about it any further. Maybe I was being too conceited. Maybe he knows what Sanosuke's feelings are, and that's why he stopped. I couldn't help but feel happy. I let out a smile. Miss Sims? Yes, what is it? He's seriously blushing now. Hajime may have noticed something as he hit his red cheeks with his fingers and looked away. I'm going back to my room. Okay. Have a good rest. After exchanging those words, we walked down the hallway side by side. I heard voices coming from somewhere. You heard what the prisoner said, right? Yeah, it looks like they're gonna go through with it soon. I stopped after hearing the unfamiliar words. I looked on the other side of the door. I was sure Hajime realized it as well. He came close to me and covered my ears. You don't need to worry. But I want to know. It's none of our business, girl! Oh, God. Okay. Okay, it ain't none of our business, so we ain't asking what do they mean by prisoner. Kind of feel like that's bad. It has to do with Kyoto, right? Yeah, or should we just say, is everything okay? That's general. Is everything okay? It's fine. Okay! You know what I mean? That's so, like... That's probably not the right answer, but I definitely don't think it's any of our damn business. Is everything okay? Does it have to do with why everyone here has been so tense? No, not at all. Everything's fine. We looked at each other as he covered my ears. Please believe me. I nodded in front of his sincere eyes. Yet I couldn't help but worry about what the Shinsengumi were trying to do. That night, everyone suddenly moved out. The soldiers quickly left the base. It was a very quiet night. I became scared and wasn't able to fall asleep. I lay there motionless, holding my knees. I heard someone knock at the door. Miss Sims? Yes? The door opened. You know it's him. Hajime was standing there. I covered myself with my blanket and sat up. I looked at Hajime. Are you alright? Yes. Somehow... It had to be a lie. It was the first quiet night I'd experienced here. My body shivered. I pretended to tough it out, but I couldn't tell him how I really felt. Hajime? Even though Hajime was supposed to leave as well, he entered my room. I saw him bend his knees, but then his enormous body was wrapped around me. Oh, hi. Lovely. Why isn't it clicking? God. You're shaking. Yeah. Why? Are you pushing yourself? It wasn't something admirable like not wanting him to worry about me. I was too scared to sleep with everyone gone. I know it's not a good excuse. You don't have to be ashamed. It's only natural for a girl like you to feel scared when you're alone. And don't push yourself too hard. I'll take in all your worries and fears for you. My body stopped shivering after hearing his unexpected words. It's actually kind of sweet, but... Suddenly, my heart started pounding violently. Violently instead. Hajime felt it. Oh, I'm out of time. I have to go now. Oh, the arms that held me tightly started to let go of me. The worries that had gone away suddenly overflowed within me again. Grab his arm or just watch him. This is hard. It's so hard because I'm so not doing well at this. I really am not. I want to grab his arm, but at the same time, I kind of feel like grabbing his arm might be, like, bad for him. You know what I mean? Like, he might not... Would he like that? I'm just gonna watch him. Because, like, I'm pretty sure we said something at one point, and it was like, no, just stare at him. Just staring at him was better. So, like, this is probably wrong, but... Shh. Hajime, I wanted him to stay by my side, but I couldn't be that selfish. Forgive me for leaving you alone. Hajime turned around and left my room. Hajime! I knew he had to go no matter what. I told him, have a safe trip! Have a safe trip! There is no way that's right. Be careful. I'll be waiting for you. Yeah, I hate these because I'm so not good at this. I definitely not have a safe trip. Be careful is good, but... Well, like, here's the thing. Would he take that as like, oh, be careful? Like, I don't trust that you're going to be careful. Like, you know how to do this better than I do. You know what I mean? But, like, it's the same thing. Like, but when you say goodbye to someone that are going away for something, like, oh, I'm going to head home. You're like, okay, drive safe. You say that even though you don't, like... You're not like, oh, drive safe because I don't trust you to get home. You just say that because that's like, I care about your safety and getting back to your place of residence, even though you'll probably be fine. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a nice thing to say, but yet at the same time in this game, if they put it there, it's like, is it the wrong thing to say then? I don't know. I'll be waiting for you is really like a little romantic. Like, it's like, I'll be waiting for you. Be careful. I'll be waiting for you. Can we do both? Look, I'm going to go with the romancy answer. I don't care. I'll wait here and prepare some delicious food for when you return. I saw him off and continued to wait until morning for his return. The birds in the neighborhood chirped, informing me it was morning. This was the time everyone usually woke up and started making a ruckus. He still hasn't returned. Maybe we should have told him to be careful. Is Hajime okay? We didn't tell him to be careful, and then he wasn't careful, and now he's dead. Oh my god, we killed him. I'm sure he's fine. I started to worry. I couldn't stand waiting any longer. I flew out of the base and ran into Kyoto, searching for them wherever they were. However, I didn't need to do that. Ever since the Ragged Wolves came, the fighting hasn't stopped. They're still over there? Yeah, they've been there since last night. Rumors were already spreading through Kyoto. I followed the crowds of people and found them. There were many soldiers lying down covered in blood. I knew some of them. Oh, this is like the inn incident, right? I remember this from Hakuoki. We're here already? Okay. Soji, Heisuke! Even though I called out to them, no one had the strength to reply. Aww. They just tilted their heads. In the midst of things, I looked around and noticed someone was missing. Hajime. Where's Hajime? I walked around smelling the scent of steel. I saw a tall person giving orders to the soldiers. Hajime! I walked through the path where everyone was lying on the floor to see Hajime. He was surprised to see me, and his expression suddenly became serious. Well, I can't read. You can't be here. My feet stopped when I heard his unusually sharp tone. Am I in the way? Please let me help with something. This is our job. We don't need your help. But, please. Please keep your hands as they are. Keep them clean. Hajime turned his back on me and started working again. I was happy about his sentiments, but I was sad about them as well. In order to understand his feelings, in order to look over his work, until the day became night, until the Shinsengumi returned home, I decided to watch over Hajime. Chapter 4, just a little longer. After yesterday's events, the Shogun's faction and the Emperor's faction became more radical. The people of Kyoto were affected the most. As the city became more dangerous, the Shinsengumi started to work harder. It's kind of funny because, like, in Hakuoki, there's like, the whole thing is plot. There's a little bit of romance buried underneath it, but it's like mostly plot. And this is like, shit happened. Hey, we got some water from a well. He held me while I felt sad. There was some other shit going on, but like, whatever. Sometimes you don't want the games where you have to read 40 hours of plot. I'm just saying. This is definitely one of those, like, there is no plot here. Like, it's like, there was some things, and there was fighting and stuff, and, like, I went, and I saw, and then I just stood there, and then, like, things. Okay. And then we fell in love. Alright. So there was, like, the start of the story, there was, like, a fire, and I met all these hot guys, and then I went to live with one of them, and there was, like, all this other shit happened. Like, my god, there was so much that was going on, but, like, we fell in love in the end. That's basically this game. It's not terrible so far. It's not great. It's, like, really lackluster, to be honest. Like, it's funny, because it's not even like Dogenzaka Labs games are like this. Some of them are like this, where the writing is, like, just... I ran out and saw them, and something bad happened, but then I just stared at him, and then we move on to the next scene, and you're like... Alright? And then there's other ones that I just feel like... The Manayosha War just feels like... There isn't, like, a huge, in-depth plot where I understand you're trying to take all the events of the Shinsengumi, right? All these, like, historical events and just, like, dumb them down and stuff them into a romance game. Like, Hakuoki, there was a lot of fucking plot going on. You know what I mean? But, like, this is, like, let's just... Things happened. Romance, that's all we're doing. Okay, we're making it as simple as fucking possible. Maybe a little bit too much. But then, like, Manayosha Wara, maybe it's because it's just, like, you're going to chat up some man whores. That, like, they could write whatever they wanted to, and it just... They may be, like, simple, but they're just not... There's more to it. It just feels like it's written better, maybe. It could be the translation. I don't think it's the translation. I think it's just that's written better. And this is just really, like, oh, things okay. It's like your rough draft of a story that they just, like, that's the full game. We're fine. Like, you know what I mean? It's not terrible. It's not terrible, but it's not, like, great. There is a reason it's mixed reviews, and it's because it's like, it's a thing. It exists, but okay. But it goes fast. You know, so far, we're only 1.5 parts in, so. But this isn't going to be one of those games that I'm like, yeah, we're just going to record multiple hours at a time. It's like, we're going to record like one a day for the foreseeable, because I don't know if I can handle more than that. You know what I mean? Like, we'll see. As the city became more dangerous, the Shinsengumi started to work harder. Thus, people criticized them even more. I was annoyed at their opinions. The translation is also not brilliant, but it could be worse. We've played worse. As I shopped in town, I heard their remarks. I stopped walking. Ooh, what's wrong? Hajime gazed at me with a worried look. When I told him I was going shopping, he told me it wasn't safe and decided to escort me. That's sweet of him. Even after the Shinsengumi took a hard blow from the riot the other day, I was happy they even worried about a freeloader like me. I was just thinking about Kyoto's future. Sorry. Everyone's working so hard, but I'm so worried. It's the city you were born in. I understand your feelings. I'm worried about the Shinsengumi as well. I feel like I wish the fighting would stop. I mean, true, but at the same time, like, you know what I mean? Like, saying that is kind of like, I wish the fighting would stop. You're huge in the fighting, and I feel like that would almost be, like, an insult to him. Like, I just feel like that can't be right. But please protect Kyoto could work. You know? But I feel like the best answer might be I'm worried about the Shinsengumi. Like, that shows more care for him personally. I wish the fighting would stop as, like, you're part of the problem. Bad. Protect Kyoto. Could be good. You know? Like, you need to protect it. But they're already doing that? No, you know what? Safe answer. This is the safe answer. Okay, I say that it's the safe answer, but I could be wrong with still. I don't know. Where are we with this? 32%. We're not. That's... I don't know how many chapters are in the freaking game, so we're not terrible, I guess. I think that's okay. But I'm worried about the Shinsengumi just as much. Please don't do anything dangerous, even if you're trying to protect Kyoto. Miss Sims. Oh, that makes me feel like that was definitely a better answer than protect Kyoto, because the way she said that, like, don't hurt yourself even if you're trying to protect the city. Like, whereas now I'm worried that the protect Kyoto would have been like, even if it costs you your life, save the city. Ooh, whoa, that could have been bad. Okay. Miss Sims. I am happy I can be with someone like you. We're stronger than we've ever been, and we all want to protect this city. He looked at me with his sincere eyes. My heart skipped a beat. I sort of knew why he was doing it, but I pretended I didn't understand. Thank you, Hajime. Let me thank you as a representative of the community. I haven't done anything to be thanked for. That's not true at all. The way I powerfully argued with him must have been strange, because he laughed a little. I can't believe I'm so happy about something like that. I mean, like, why wouldn't you be? He's... like, you know? I must be in love with him. Hajime had no idea how happy I was, and went back to his serious expression. Oh, let's go back so we won't be late. I hope an incident like the previous one doesn't occur again. My wish was in vain. Another big event happened. The end! Another big event happened. There was a big event. There's lots of big events, but like... Hajime, Kyoto is... burning? The city is burning! I knew there was a rumor about the Choshu domain preparing for battle, but... I never imagined they'd be using cannons as well. Everyone was frightened. I'm going to fight. Stand by at the base, Miss Sims. Don't come outside like you did last time. Listen and nod. Don't disagree with him. Listen and nod. There's no way that could be... Okay. I mean, I guess it could be the wrong answer, but like, bitch. Like, he's... Don't do the... Whatever you say, you know. Okay. Is it dangerous? Yes. Listen and nod does not mean ask if it's dangerous. I understand. I'll wait here. I inferred from his face that the battle this time was on a scale incomparable to the previous one. It's dangerous. I know he's worried about me, but even though it was night, the sky was still red like the setting sun. It can't be dusk. That's a fire! Are the firefighters going out into that dangerous place? It's like, that's a fire! You just said the city was burning. So now you got clued in. It's like the game doesn't understand some of the things it said. The city's burning! Holy shit, is it a fire? Are we an idiot? Is the game just not, like... Good lord. I'm sure they don't have enough people. I knew it would break my promise, but I had to protect Kyoto. I went into the city. Oh my god! Don't do the thing! I won't do the thing! Promptly does the thing! Ugh, we are a fucking moron. The flames are over here too! It's no good! The flames are spreading too quickly! We can't keep up with them! Should not have done this. I heard the screams and shouts of the people. I wasn't afraid. Why do our houses have to be destroyed like this? No, there's nothing I can do if I'm angry. Yeah, there is. You can punch people. I ran to help the people put out the fire. However, a bucket filled with water wasn't enough to stop the flames. We felt how powerless we really were. If this continues, our city will... We have to do something. Do something? What can we do? Nothing's gonna change if you just yell at Spacey. The villagers became restless while the flames continued to spread. I'll speak with the Shinsengumi. That won't solve anything! You don't know that! I'm going. Taking my ball and going home. They saved me when my house burned down. I'm sure they're fighting for Kyoto even at this moment, so let me go into the battle where I said I wouldn't go. We're such an idiot. If they know the townspeople are in trouble, they'll help out for sure. They're trying. With hope in my heart, I asked where the Shinsengumi were and went to ask them. Nevertheless, the sights I saw went against my expectations. It betrayed them. Hajime, why? The Shinsengumi troops were the ones destroying the city and setting it on fire. What? What? Boom! An explosion shook the ground as it echoed and destroyed a house. Hajime was emotionless as he looked at me. That is unexpected. Didn't I tell you not to come here? Answer me! Why are you firing cannons at someone's house? Those are Captain Kondo's orders. The Shinsengumi are supposed to protect the people, aren't they? I guess that means that saying protect Kyoto was really a bad choice if we had made it. I'm worried about you. It's like, protect Kyoto, and he's like, I mean, I don't remember in Hakuoki them, like, destroying the town, but okay. Anyway. I will follow my orders. He clearly stated his opinion. I was at a loss for words. I mean, girl, why does he go so far to follow his orders? Pride? You know. He should be protecting the people in Kyoto. And that's not his order. Ask him for a reason, don't ask him anything. I feel like asking him for a reason, like, why? Why are you protecting people? But he just told us why. But is this the right time to not ask him anything? Fuck it, we mad. Why are you following such a cruel order? Because the Shinsengumi wants it to be done? What? Light the cannons. Fire! I can't do his calm voice, angry, but anyway. Hajime ordered the cannons to be fired and destroyed the house. A piece of a tree flew after the explosion. It fell down and littered the area around it. Fire! The cannons were lit after Hajime's order. In that moment, my body moved before I could think. Stop! I ran in front of the cannons and spread my arms to stop them from firing, and then I got a cannon and I died. I feel like we're gonna die now. Move out of the way, Miss Sims. I won't move an inch! You're just gonna get yourself injured. I can't just ignore your actions. What about the townspeople? I don't care! Fuck. I can't just ignore your actions. I think by yeah, I don't care. I don't care! As long as I can stop the cannons. How foolish. Don't throw away your life. I'm fighting as well. In my own foolish way. Hajime sensed I wasn't going to move. He squinted his eyes and looked bitter. This is really not... I don't... Yeah, okay. Oh, look, he's shocked. And another CG. Okay. This is definitely wrong. You can't protect the city based on ideals alone. I followed suit and glared back at Hajime. He was a man that served the military for many years. His eyes were sharp. There was no way a provincial girl could win against him. But I saw doubt in his eyes. He didn't have his usual vigor. You're... Hajime averted his eyes first. Hajime, stop doing this. Why are you going so far to stop us? This isn't something the Shinsengumi would do. The Shinsengumi I know would protect the people of Kyoto. They aren't the type of people who destroy things. Hajime's eyes opened wide. He lowered his eyes in sorrow. I couldn't say anything more because I knew he was doubtful. It is really weird that they were here protecting Kyoto and now they're destroying it. Like, what? Did I just black that out? Because I don't remember that happening in Hakuoki. Like, what are you doing to my Shinsengumi boys? Why are you making me think that they're assholes? Hello? What the fuck? All he had to do was wait and believe in Hajime's decision. Stop the cannons. In the midst of the echoing explosions, Hajime's calm voice could be heard. Fuck what Kondo says. I'm going with this girl. We haven't even slept with them. Look at that. Captain, that means we're going against orders. I'll take the responsibility. Extinguish the fires at once. The soldiers must not have been convinced their orders were justified. They immediately followed Hajime's orders and spread out. Did Kondo lie to us? Maybe it wasn't Kondo. Miss Sims. Thank you for coming. Hajime's arms tightly embraced my body. This is like really weird. I couldn't breathe very well inside his strong arms. Nevertheless, I gave myself to him. I mean, we're trying. That's what we're trying. I was the one who went against his decision. I couldn't accept those feelings. If you didn't come running after me, I wouldn't have stopped. I'm sorry. You don't need to apologize, Hajime. Hug him? I'm gonna hug him. I don't care if it's right. I don't care if that's wrong. I don't want to be right. Hajime was deeply hurt. I couldn't find the right words to say to him. I hugged him back as a sign that I'd accepted his torn heart. You're very warm, Miss Sims. I mean, we are standing in the middle of a burning fire, but that's okay. Miss Sims. Yes? His arms held me even tighter, and I had trouble breathing. I ruined your hometown. My chest hurt after hearing him blame himself. I mean, kinda. It wasn't just Hajime's fault. Hajime, I betrayed your trust. I'm deeply sorry. Hajime. The Saito we know and love wouldn't have done this, I'm just saying. Please don't hold a grudge against the Shinsengumi. He buried his face into my shoulder. I mean, actually, he probably would have if he was following orders, but, like, I just don't think that we would have gotten... I'm literally trying to think, like, back, and I'm like, did this game just manufacture the weirdest scenario just to... How dare you! Oh, this was our fight. Because we always have to have a fight. You can't just fall in love. You have to have some kind of, like, giant misunderstanding. I can't believe you're in love with her! What? I was helping her with her groceries. Because she's got 3 kids with her. Oh, yeah, I misunderstood. Like, I mean, we always gotta manufacture some kind of bullshit fight. You know what I mean? And is this what it was? Because, like, could have just not. I don't know. Anyway. I did my best to gently convince him. There's no way I could hold a grudge against you guys. Not against the Shinsengumi, and not against you. Even though you were destroying the town. Oh, God. I could never hate you. Miss Sims. Please protect Kyoto from now on. If you can forgive me, then I'll always protect it. His face was very serious. I couldn't find the right words. I mean, you know that if he went against orders, he's gonna die now. Like, for realsies. I mean, so, like, this game is weird. I couldn't show it on my face. Like, he's not going to in the game, but, like, I'm pretty sure they would have, like, you know, I'm just... There were so many factors, so I didn't realize this was the first time I'd seen Hajime's inner feelings. I learned how seriously he thought about Kyoto and the Shinsengumi. He suddenly whispered into my ear. His breath surprised me. Yes? What is it? Just a little longer. Can I hold you just a little longer? Yes. Okay. It was like, if we give us a choice, there's no way I'm saying no. I was a little embarrassed, but I slightly nodded my head. He hugged me tighter, and I could feel his heartbeat. I wonder if he can hear my heartbeat as well. The music is really weird. I became very embarrassed after thinking about it. I was just so glad I could be so close to him. That and we kept embracing each other until Hajime calmed down. Cancel. Chapter 5. Please stay with me. After the battle in Kyoto, the Shinsengumi's popularity dwindled. I mean, that group of assassins! I wish they'd leave Kyoto already. They have some nerve walking around Kyoto, those murderers. I wanted to shut out their words. I was so annoyed. I wanted to shout at them and tell them they were wrong. I mean, they're not, though. Like, they were the ones destroying the cities, so, like, I kind of understand the people being a little fucking miffled right now, you know what I mean? Okay. Why did it turn out like this? Did something happen? While I was talking to myself, Hajime came up to me. No, it's nothing. Don't lie. For a moment, I was at a loss for words. I prepared myself and opened my mouth. Have you heard the rumors that the people are spreading in town? Yeah. He was expressionless as he nodded. We looked into each other's eyes, the rumors that we started those fires. Wait, we did. There's nothing we can do about it. It looked like Hajime was deep in thought as he spoke. After hearing his calm words, That's so frustrating. Let's make them accept us. It's just like you said. I don't think let's make them accept us is... Well, I mean... It's frustrating? I don't know. It's just like you said. But what is just like he said? Oh, he said there's nothing we can do about it. Right? Yeah, well, okay, so... Alright, so... There's nothing we can do about it. Yep, just what you said. Totally agreeing with him. No, we should make them accept us. Let's do something about it. Or totally in the middle, do nothing. Okay, so... Agree. Disagree. Just no comment. Oh, fuck. I hate this. I don't like making these decisions. I don't think it... Well, I was leaning toward it's not let's make them accept us, but now I wonder. Should we, like... Wouldn't that bolster him and them being like, yo, you know what? We should do something that proves them wrong instead of just accepting that they hate us. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to accept that it is what it is, but I feel like we're the type of person, everything we've been like, I'm just so mad that those villagers say that. How dare they say that? We want to defend the Shinsengumi, so we wouldn't be like, yeah, let's just let them hate us. I feel like she'd be... Here's me. My first impression. Let's make them accept us. No. Well, wait. Well, I'm gonna go for it. Someday let's make them accept us. I grabbed both his arms and told him how I felt. I feel like she would say that. Yeah, now that I think about it. Yeah. That's true. I suddenly heard a sound. I turned to look at where the sound came from. Soji was standing there smiling, or coughing his lungs out because he's dying. I don't know. Pardon me. I wonder if he needs something from Hajime. I thought it would just be a bother, so I stood up to leave the room. I came to see you, Spacey. To see Miss Sims? I was surprised, but it surprised me even more that Hajime spoke before I could. I don't have a voice for Okita. Like, I really don't right at the moment. Like, it seemed like Soji was shocked as well. He chuckled. I'm not here to cause any misunderstandings between you two. I'm not interested in a stupid person like her. That was uncalled for! Okay, he's more like the Soji we know and love. Threatened to kill me a little, though, okay? Because that gets me off, I guess. We liked it so much in the first one. I'm not gonna lie. Like, normally you're like the assholes who are like, fucking hate you. Shut up! You're a dick! Okita does it like, I'll kill you. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, alright, I like it. What? Sometimes you just want the asshole. Miss Sims is not stupid. And sometimes you want the sweet robot. The sweet, quiet robot. This Hajime will never be a Hakuoki one. Okay. You'll never take Saito's place in my heart. This game version. Because that game version's better. Also, Bakamatsu, or Bakamats, whatever, I don't know how you say it. That anime is really fucking good, and it deals with, and has a Shinsengumi in it. Not all of our characters. Okita, they did kind of dirty because he looks like a lolly boy, or like, he's too, like, cute boy. But, like, Saito in that one looks very similar, like, the hair, everything, to, like, the one in Hakuoki, and it's great. Also, Kondo is hot as shit in that anime. It's a great one. There's only 2 seasons, which sucks, but it's actually a really good show. But, like, Kondo is fine as fuck. Like, shit, what? That man's hot. So's the Emperor in that, also. Beautiful. Just saying. I mean, I just watch it. I recommend it. I do. I haven't watched it in a while, but it's definitely good for pretty Shinsengumi boys if you want to see them again. Again, not all of them. Harada's not there. Nagakora's not there. You got Hijikata, Okita, Saito, Kondo. Those are like the only ones that are really in it, huh? But Kondo's hot as fuck. He is like so fucking pretty. Just saying. Con Daddy is right. Okay, he might have gotten that name in Hakuoki, but he earned it in Bakamatsu. I'm just saying. Yeah, anyway. I knew he was being sincere after hearing him say that so calmly. I became shy. You have many great characteristics. Hajime vigorously nodded. No, that's not... Even if I denied it, Hajime would just defend me even further. I was flustered by the awkward mood when... Can you leave your quarrels for another time? I need you to listen to what I have to say first. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. The reason I wanted to speak with you is because someone at the door is waiting for you. For me? I couldn't think of who it could be. Who in the world was it? Well, I thought it was strange. I went toward the front door. Oh my god, am I gonna get kidnapped? When I reached the front door, the residents of my old home were all there. Everyone, how have you been? After taking a look, I noticed everyone looked exhausted. Their eyes filled with anger and worry left a deep impression on me. Just like no punctuation. We're all fine, but we're worried about you, Spacey. Huh? What do you mean? I mean, you're living with those ragged wolves, right? Oh, with these. I was like, those. You're right here, so it's these. I read that wrong. Okay, sorry. Yeah? We were afraid they were threatening you or doing horrible things to you. I wish they'd do horrible things to me, but none of them have touched me. Kind of unfortunate. Of course not. Everyone's really nice. You don't have to lie to us. It's a little cramped, but come on home with us. I'm not lying. You're putting yourself in danger if you keep staying with these barbarians. I'm fine. They aren't like that. They're deceiving you. Take a look at reality. You know what happened the other day, right? They tried to reduce Kyoto to ashes. I mean, yeah, but then no. They were doing that because of their own beliefs. That is the worst excuse ever. They're good people. Oh god, they're very thoughtful. I don't think they were very thoughtful when they were bombing Kyoto for a second there. They're actually very nice people. They're good people deep down. I feel like... I don't know. One of those. I mean, sort of, but also no. I feel like telling townspeople they're very thoughtful is going to be like, were they thoughtful when they were shooting cannons into my fucking house? Wrong answer. They're good people deep down means that, are we trying to say that they're bad people on the surface then? Like, they're nice. Straight up they're nice. Is that like better than they're good people deep down? They're actually very nice people. That's just straightforward. They're very nice. Deep down implies that they're assholes on the surface. And like Okita, yeah, but like, you know, I'm just saying. Please don't say such mean things about them. I can't believe you're siding with that group of assassins. That's not what I'm saying. That's enough. Someone quietly came in and spoke in a calmer manner. Okay, that was Saito, then, obviously. I was surprised. I turned around and Hajime was standing there. I don't know why they wouldn't have just said his name, but... what they're saying is true. Hajime... The residents' faces became tense when they looked at Hajime. You demonic assassin! How dare you do that to Kyoto? Hajime's face didn't change in the slightest, even after taking in their piercing stares. We aren't forcing you to stay here. You have the right to live wherever you feel is best. I think you should decide that for yourself. Hajime looked at me, and after grinning, he faced my old housemates. That being said, this place is dangerous. It might be strange hearing this from me, but when the time comes, please, if you could give her a place to stay, I would be very thankful. As he said that, Hajime bowed his head deeply to my old housemates. We all held our breath as we witnessed him bow. I can't believe he's that worried about me. Aw, he loves us. My heart was full of emotion. I couldn't speak. Fling yourself in. I love you, Hajime. Marry me. I was sure Hajime's feelings came across to my housemates. However, how dare you insult us like that? Pretending you're an understanding person like that? You're just trying to trick us. My old housemates continued to yell and berate Hajime. Why? Stop. Please just stop. Spacey, you can't stay with these people after all. Come home with us. They grabbed my arms, but I shook off their hands. Couldn't stand listening to them anymore. Leave. Please just leave already. Even though I knew they were thinking of my well-being, I didn't want to hear them insult the Shinsengumi or Hajime. I drove them away. Jeez, we won't have a place to stay now. I'm sorry. It was completely silent. Hajime bowed his head to me. Why are you apologizing? Well, I made you suffer because of my actions. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Let's be proud of ourselves, okay? Okay. Hajime lifted his cheeks just a little bit and patted me on the head. One day, in the afternoon, Miss Sims, can I speak with you for a moment? I was preparing dinner when Hajime called for me with a guilty-looking face. Yeah, what is it? I don't think we should speak here. Please come to my room. I wonder what he wants to talk about. Oh, going into a man's room, are we? You can tell me anything. You can tell me anything. Is it about Kyoto? Is it scary? I don't care if it's scary. You can tell me anything. Is there something you need help with? I couldn't ask anything more from you. You're doing so much for us already. You're giving me too much credit. If you need something, feel free to tell me. Maybe I should have mentally prepared myself. I kept thinking that as I followed Hajime. Maybe that was the wrong choice. I don't know. We entered the room and Shinpachi and Sanosuke were there. Oh god, it's a group. I'm not ready for this. I know I want to live in the man harem, but like one at a time because like group things are just a little awkward and weird. Oh wait, are we having a cuddle party or playing Twister or something? Oh, are we doing like, is this a board game night? Okay, fine, never mind. Okay, I misread the room. It's okay. What's this? For now, just take a seat. Okay. I was confused, but Hajime softly patted me on the back. It's alright, don't worry, Spacey. Now, don't you think Captain Kondo's actions have been a little too extreme? He did order us to use cannons inside the city after all. Oh my god, he's been taken over by a replicant. Yeah, that's right. The only person who can stop him is Aizu's federal lord. I'm thinking about telling him about the current situation. Tell him it's dangerous and stop him. I feel like that undermines him. Search for an alternative solution. Agree with him. Agree with him, maybe? I hate the 3 ones because I feel like I'm always going to choose like the negative choice. I don't think telling him it's dangerous and stopping him is... Well, I mean... That might be better to save his life, but I feel like... Okay, just talking us to Hajime, right? No, it's too dangerous! It sounds like we don't trust him. Agreeing with him is probably the right choice because... But... Agree with him, I guess? We're running out of time, so I guess we'll just agree with him. I don't know. That's brilliant! I think it's a good idea, too. Okay, well, I wouldn't have gone that full hard. I would have been like, yeah, there might not be anything else we could do. Awesome! That sounds a little too... Don't get that excited about it. I'm glad to hear that. It was right for him, I guess, though. They were hard set on their decision. It was hard to think they called me here to hear my opinion. Then, why did you call me here today? The closer you get to us, the more dangerous it might be for you. So, what are you trying to say? I could predict what his next words would be. You're going to tell me to leave. My heart was pounding violently, and my stomach started hurting from anxiety. I think we should go our separate ways. I want you to stay with us, but on the other hand, I don't want you to get hurt. The cannon fire in the city from a few days ago. Those things must never happen again. Do I have your approval? I understand. I looked at everyone's faces as I told them. I became discouraged looking at Hajime's face. I was sure they'd thought this through thoroughly. I'll wait for you. I just got a Steam achievement pop up and I missed it. His face became stiff. I thought his expression might surprise the other soldiers if they saw it. Oh, I think I got a card drop. Hey! We don't scream like that! Don't be bad. I'm not good with difficult situations, but I know you're making the right decision, Hajime. I'll wait here. I asserted my thoughts, and the silence continued. Shinpachi and Sonosuke decided Hajime would be the best one to persuade me. They left the room. Hajime? He's like, we should go on the separate ways. And then you're like, yeah, no, I'll stay here and wait. Pull in his sleeve, make some tea. I want his attention. I don't think pulling on his sleeve is necessarily perfect, but I'm going to do it anyway. I don't care. He didn't respond when I tried talking to him. I didn't know what to do, so I pulled on his sleeve. Hajime... Miss Sims. He called my name, so I stared at him silently. As our eyes were fixated on one another, Hajime extended his hand. He grabbed my arm and came closer. He embraced me. The music is romantic. I felt comfortable inside his warm arms. I didn't know what was happening. Just thinking about being in his arms made my body hot and my heart go wild. Miss Sims. Yes? My heart skipped a beat when he called my name. He said it the same way he always did, but it sounded so beautiful this time. I raised my chin and got closer to Hajime's face. She's like raising her chin to kiss him, and he's like, girl, what? Like, I closed my eyes and our lips touched. Oh, hi! We're already kissing! Like, what are we in chapter 5? I don't know. They only touched for a short period of time and soon separated from each other. Aww. Huh? Please stay with me. I will. Once again, our lips touched. We don't even get a CG. Oh, okay. Actually, yeah, I'll save here because this is the perfect place to end this part. So, we're at 58%! Yay! Oh, no. Hi! Whoa, hi! Whoa, he's shirtless now. I'm happy too. We're gonna just start where we were. Hold on. Let's go to the title screen for a second. Yeah. How many chapters does he have? I clicked the wrong one. I was just like gonna go into anyone. Oh, that's why. Then, oh, these are the endings. Ignition, Embers, Crimson, I guess. Maybe. And then we're gonna have the sequel and the date scenario. Okay, so, like, it's actually relatively short. There's only 7 chapters, so we should be able to probably get an ending in the next part, so I don't know if that bodes well if we're only at 58%, because usually you have to get, like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't, I don't know. I thought you usually always had to get, like, somewhere in the 80s. Well, no, that's not true. We're in chapter 6. We just started chapter 6, so we have 6 and 7. We didn't finish. Okay, no, we got 2 more chapters, right. So if we're at 58, we gotta get them all right, or we're kind of fucked. We might just get an average, well, if there's 3 endings, we might get just the okay ending. So that's fine. It's fine. Well, whatever. We'll probably get an ending in the next part, though. So, wow. Okay, well, anyway. Yeah, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.